Hello and welcome to my channel, In My Opinion, where we discuss creative outlooks to endlessly inspire hope, connection, and self-love. So today I'm going to talk about times in your life where you are literally squirming inside. Have you had times in your life where you're squirming? And I will explain what I mean by squirming. So this is my understanding or what I'm referring to. So these are times where maybe you have a conflict with someone. So it could be a partner, it could be a friend, it could be a family member, and you're squirming inside, like you're in the midst of like some kind of disagreement or not being on the same page, or trying to explain something with someone, and you're not seeing eye to eye, and you're literally squirming inside because you're not able to resolve that conflict for a few days or a few hours or in a certain duration of time. So these are moments where you're in a conflict with someone and you're not able to resolve it right away. So you're squirming inside because you still have to go to work, you still have to go to volunteer, you still have to talk to your friend. Like maybe you have a hangout planned with a friend that evening and you still need to see that friend, but you have this thing in your head in the background. Actually, it's not even in the background, it's in the foreground. It's in front of you and it's there and it's flickering and you can't resolve it right away, and you're squirming and you just feel so uncomfortable and so like shaken up inside, but you still have to go on with your life for that space of time. So that's what happened to me like this week, where I had been in like a conflict or disagreement with someone important to me, where we were not on the same page and we're not seeing eye to eye, and we're in the midst of this conflict, but I can't resolve it right away, and I still have to go to work, and I still have to talk to my mom, and I still have to be nice to my coworker. But all this time I am squirming inside because I have this thing here that I cannot resolve right away, and it's so painful and difficult and hard. And I'm just wondering, you guys, have you ever been in moments like that where you have to put a disagreement or conflict on pause in order to do something else? It's like nearly impossible for me, and it's so challenging. But I think for me, it was helping me, like it really challenged me, and it was helping me understand, what do we do when we can't resolve conflict right away? How do we deal in those kinds of situations? How should we deal with those kinds of situations? What is the right way to go about a circumstance where you're not able to resolve conflict right away? And then it made me also think, does conflict need to be resolved right away? Because I feel like for me, when I'm in conflict with someone, I have this urgency. Like I need to have this resolved right this second. I need to talk to you right now. I need to discuss all these things and figure it out and get on a good page with you right now. And sometimes in life, it's impossible to do that. Maybe because maybe the person that you need to communicate with, you're not able to see them for a couple days, or they've gone away, or they're not in the mood to communicate with you right away, even though you want to communicate with them right away. There's so many different reasons why that might happen. Maybe you know too that it's not good for you to communicate with them right away because you're very emotional in that moment. So there's so many reasons why the resolution of conflict would be delayed. And it just makes me think of, like, should conflict be resolved quickly, or is it okay to delay resolution of conflict? And how do you guys deal with that? And I think honestly, for someone like me who feels like I need conflict resolved quickly, it's actually a really good practice for me almost to like deny myself that having happened, because this week when I was going through that, I didn't have the chance to resolve that issue quickly because we weren't able to meet right away. And so it taught me a lot of things. Like, it taught me like a great deal of patience. It taught me to find, like, it was really, really hard, but it was teaching me, it was engaging me in the process of finding my own sense of like peace and safety and refuge within me, and like kind of inspiring and developing that in me, and like calming me down so that when I was able to talk to them, um I was like coming from a bit of a calmer place. I think it was also teaching me this whole concept of time, of timing, and it was almost like playing with time for me, like, and teaching me more about this sense of urgency that I have inside of myself. Like, I do feel like it's good when you're in conflict with someone to resolve it quickly. That's just what I think. But it was also teaching me that, can I get what I need within myself in times where I can't resolve a conflict quickly? Like, if I feel like what I get from resolving a conflict quickly is connection and safety and like a feeling of peace and reassurance from that other person, can I find those things within myself first before seeking them in that other person? So it kind of taught me that. And I know that I'm going to be in this kind of situation again because it's inevitable. Like, it's not always going to be feasible to resolve conflicts right away. So yeah, it taught me, definitely taught me that. So I want to ask you guys, have you ever been in a situation, I'm sure you have, where you couldn't have a conflict resolved right away? And what did you do, and how did you deal with that? And do you have any tips or tricks for dealing in situations like that? Please comment below, and also like this video and subscribe for more content. Bye.